This segment is sponsored by CultureWorks.
Well, ArtoberVA is your chance to discover Richmond's rich artistic and cultural lifestyle. It's a month-long celebration. Everyone is invited, and President of CultureWorks, Scott Garka, is back with us, along with, the Executive Director of the Visual Arts Center of Richmond we saw yesterday. Today, we're talking about pop-ups and this fantastic month-long celebration.
That's right. Yeah, we're really excited. We're just a week away from ArtoberVA officially kicking off. We've got hundreds of events on the calendar already, but what's going to be really exciting are the things that aren't on the calendar yet. So we've been working with the arts and culture organizations and artists to suggest places they might want to try something new. We've been partnering up people who want to do something with other places that want to have something. And employers and retail areas are going to be having performances for the employees or for shoppers. And we don't want to give too much away, but we hope that there will be kind of interesting things that people might come across in their daily routines that you wouldn't otherwise see.
It's so magical because I think so many folks have embraced this idea of just, really showcasing everything that's happening right now.
That's right. We've got hundreds of arts organizations, arts and culture organizations from science and literature and theater and dance and visual arts, you name it. And the artists themselves are getting excited about it too and taking part. And one of the really cool things that we've seen is a partnership that we're doing with the Better Housing Coalition, partnering them with different artists to put on events in some of the different communities that are a little more underserved by arts and culture. And speaking of the pop-ups, I think we're looking at video right now of Virginia Opera did sort of a teaser as a pop-up art performance in one of those unusual places. The James Center invited the opera out to put on a performance there. And so they entertained the lunch crowd who might not normally see opera.
Yeah.
And it's a really it's just exposing people to things that they might not otherwise see.
And that's a great point to highlight. As you mentioned, with the partnership with the Better Housing Coalition, it's bringing art and making it accessible for all, because I think we have this tendency to think that art can be very highbrow and inaccessible and only for a certain set. We're seeing the website now, and this is a great spot to go to look at the calendar and check out all of the events because there are so many. It makes it really easy to find. We were out getting a sneak preview of this exhibit coming up at the Visual Arts Center of Richmond, and those pieces that were hanging there were just talk about making like everyday objects accessible.
Yeah, it's really terrific. I believe arts and culture are meant to be experienced, whether it's in formal wear or in shorts and a t-shirt. And so I really encourage everyone to come out and enjoy it. It's not important, what you wear or how you enjoy it. It's important that you take part in it and enjoy it. The exhibits we saw yesterday was making art from unusual materials, everyday accessible materials. And I think it's important that people see art in their everyday lives. They teach us how to, in school we learn to draw at a very young age, and we draw stick figures, and we somewhere along the way as grown-ups we start to feel like we're constrained and it has to be a certain way. I think all art is wonderful and meant to be enjoyed. So I think that's what ArtoberVA is all about, is getting people out to enjoy all the arts and culture that we have, no matter what you might enjoy. And using the website, you can actually narrow down to those things that you do enjoy. So we've got hundreds of events, which can be overwhelming, but there's ways you can narrow it down. It's really easy to narrow it down based on what you like, whether it's visual arts or dance or music. And you can narrow it down by day as well and say, I've got this one day I want to try and figure out something to do. Go to ArtoberVA.com and see what you can plan. There's going to be something exciting to enjoy. And
even though you may, set the filters and go within your things that you love to enjoy, it's the time to branch out and tiptoe out of your wheelhouse.
That's right. I encourage people to select something in the categories that you haven't tried before and see what's out there. Don't limit yourself to your everyday routine. This is a huge opportunity to really try something new, and there's so much to choose from.
Or they'll find you with more of the pop-ups. Scott, thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
You can visit ArtoberVA. It's going on the entire month of October, so 31 days of awesomeness. Find the full information and full calendar. Head online, ArtoberVA.com, for all the information. You can also call 340-5280 or check them out on Facebook.